I was at a Sabres game. This actually has nothing to do with the awesome line, but I was at a Sabres game, and they were playing the Calgary Flames, and there was a Flames fan in line for the bathroom behind me, and he's like, there's a line. He's looking around. He's like, oh, come on, this is all the urinals they got? And I'm like, hey, nobody ever said it was pretty. Like, this is what you get when you come here.
Yep.
And he's like, nah, I'm just kidding. I've actually been here before. He's like, I've been to the Bills Stadium too. He's like, what I miss about there is the troughs. And I was like, dude, I'm fucking glad you said that, because every sporting arena should have troughs. Like, that should be the only way you're allowed to use the bathroom. There's something about troughs that just, like, that's sporting event central. But I heard a line the other day where maybe it was a TikTok or a podcast. No remembrance really of what it was from. But the guy was talking about his dad, and he's like, yeah, my dad's old school when he goes to sporting events. Like, he loves the troughs. He said, and he has a line that he uses every time, like, he goes and stands next to somebody to piss at a trough, and he says, like, he's got two, actually. The first one was, like, he'll, unzip his pants and, like, pull it out, and then he'll jump back and be like, oh, it's cold in there. Which is just a fucking awesome line. And the second one was, if he doesn't use that one and he's like pissing next to somebody, he'll like pull it out and then he'll say, oh, hey, nice watch. Which is just like two fucking hysterical lines, dude.
Oh, man, those are great.
And like, that's why I need to find a trough, because I need to pull both those out.
There is something that really, because I've heard people argue for the troughs before, but I've never really heard like much of an argument. But there's a male bonding element that I can kind of get on board with.
Because there's, in my opinion, there's no limit to how many people could be using the same trough at once.
Yeah. I feel like there was some bar at Fredonia that had a trough.
There's a bar in Buffalo, I think, that still has a trough.
I don't remember what it was. I never went into the bathrooms except at Vale's because it was like the cleanest one.
I don't know.
But
bring back the troughs. That's all I'm saying. If I ever open up an establishment, trough. I'm going to get a trough for my house.
I feel like, yes, moving away from troughs is kind of what's wrong with the country as a whole. I feel like urinal, because I'm, at the very beginning of this conversation, I'm coming from it as a pro-urinal perspective because I like that you kind of have your own little space or whatever, you know what I mean? But I feel like that's just me being like a soft guy, you know what I'm saying? Like the trough is manly. The trough is the railroads. The troughs built America, you know what I'm saying? The troughs is industry. The troughs is the steamboats, the cranes, the skyscrapers. That's what the trough is.
If it's good enough for a horse to drink out of, it's good enough for me to piss in. That's my saying.
Goddamn right, sir.
I need a tattoo of that.